Good evening and welcome to the PBC News at 4.5 with me, Hugh Banovitz. Tonight on the news, children discuss the obesity issue.
So I was like, wah, and she was like, fine, have the cookie.
But first, our top most important story tonight is that celebrity icon Miss Oslo Helton flashed her fanny at paparazzi cameras outside the expensive and exclusive nightclub Filthy Riches. As you can see from this photograph, it really was quite a revealing look that the paps got here. Sarah Honeyman has more on this story.
Well, Hugh, I'm joined now by the paparazzi photographer who captured that image, Mr. John File. John, how do you, as a respectable photographer, react to such a public display of muff?
Well, Sarah, I think it's important that people such as Miss Helton, who provide such a valuable service to society, need to occasionally flash their beef curtains in public, as it's such a big part of our culture these days. It just helps us to remember why people like her are our role models in today's civilization. As I'm sure you'll remember, on the 25th of June 2012, when Queen Camilla flashed her vagina at the paparazzi, it was thus declared that the day should in future be regarded as a national holiday in memory of this glorious occasion.
I see. And do you, as a respectable photographer, find it in any way strange that our culture relies so heavily on pictures of celebrities such as Miss Helton, famous simply for being famous, flashing their skin mittens in public?
Well, no, to be honest with you, Sarah. I'm surprised it took us so long to realise how important a part of our nature it was to see such sights on a regular basis.
John, thank you very much. Sarah Honeyman, PBC News, London.
In other news, which is somewhat less important, a new epidemic is beginning to spread. Badgers everywhere are said to be feeling a little under the weather. Residents of the central Worthing area are said to have heard the creatures sniffling. I definitely heard one sniffling. Achoo! Earlier, after a WHO meeting, a representative gave this advice.
Do not, under any circumstances, leave your homes. You will most probably die from this disease.
Medical authorities nationwide are suggesting that everybody should live in fear of this disease. Even if you display none of the symptoms, you probably already have it. You will die, unlike last year's false alarm with lion flu and the previous outbreak in 2010 of iguana flu. This is definitely the end of the human race. And now a quick look at tomorrow's headlines. The Daily Nice kicks off with their leading story, Isn't everything just lovely now that we're all friends? While the British-only Mail has gone with It all went downhill when we let the darkies in, the Paranoid Post is focusing on the terrorist issue with Don't look now, but I think they're building a mosque in your garden, which is similar in a fashion to the headline of The Galaxy, which reads, Breasts. Aside from that, nothing's important. Final news of the night. Earlier today, President Barack Obama of the USA launched a nuclear attack on the whole world for no reason. What will those crazy, gun-toting Yanks do now?